I'm just trying to look at my camera. I can't remember when. I think Wesley and I was up there for a little while one night, and I think we maybe caught 5 fish. Got about 2 minutes worth of film. So,
old Mike, he always comes through.
He always comes through, Bill. He does that. That's a fact. But we're gonna do the best we can with what we got, and see how good Mike done, Bill. Because I sure
right.
didn't do any good.
I know what you're saying there, old buddy. Well,
Yeah.
I tell you what, it seems like every time that I get to where I can really go, something else happens. I got a kidney stone right now, so not too comfortable, but hopefully everything will be better in the next 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Anyway, and Polly's in the nursing home, and Gay's been in the hospital. She's out now.
Well, good.
She's on her way home tomorrow.
Well, that's great.
She'll be back with me here. So things seem like every time something happens, something else happens.
I know what you mean, Bill. That's exactly the way it seems for me. Don't bit more get one thing took care of, you got 2 more.
That's right.
And the boat's sitting there ready, and I can't go.
That's right. That's what you mean.
That's a fact. So,
Mr. Reagan, good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
All right. So, all right. Thank you. John Reagan, wasn't it, Bill?
Yeah, he's state representative.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to get into this thing here, and Dylan, what have you got for us? Has he got all your film ready, Mike? Oh, you still working on Mike's film? Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. We'll move on to something else here. If you want to, we'll take a little break here with one of the sponsors, and I'll get me something to drink. I'm dry this evening. I need to get me a bottle of water out of the machine back there. So take us to a break, our Dylan. We'll come right back, folks. Okay, folks, welcome to the Edgemore Outdoors. I'm over here with Vance and Jim today. They've had several customers in. Just to give you a little idea of the whole shop. You guys have seen it. You know what's in here. I mean, it's, everything that you're looking for. And then let's keep getting all the new stuff in. So we're going to get over here to the counter and visit with Vance. He's been making a list. And we got a bunch of reels up on the cabinet. And we're going to take a look at that. Everything in the world in here. Fishing lures, lines, plastics, sunglasses, all kinds of baits, swim baits, jigs, spinner baits, plugs, rods, reels, boat saver. I mean, it's all here. So come by and see Edgemore. We'll get over here and see what Vance has got us here on the counter. All right, folks, I'm here with Vance behind the counter. Vance, what you got laid up here for us, bud?
What we got here is some newer Daiwa spinning reels and a Daiwa Tatula CT bait caster.
Uh-huh.
And then we also got a newer Lew's bait caster here. It's a Tournament Pro.
Yeah.
We got some new Dixie Custom feather stick rods here.
So now, you've been bragging about that rod a whole lot. Let's hear about it.
Well, this rod's a little bit lighter than the other models. It's also, the blank is made thinner. And instead of just red foam, it's got actual red wind grips on there for you. So that's a real nice rod there.
Well, I picked it up. I sure did like it. It is light about that, and it's got some good backbone to it to be that light. So that's a plus. Now, what about these 2 reels right here,
Lance? We got a Daiwa Revros here. That's $49.99. And a Daiwa Exceller here, $79.99.
Well, I tell you what, they sure feel smooth to me.
They're light. They're smooth. It's a real good quality reel for the money there.
Okay.
We also got Mega Bass. All that in here.
Got some Mega Bass and
Mega Bass. Yep. We got some new braid, different kinds of braid that is fluorescent.
Yeah.
Glows under high vis.
Okay.
Got the Tokyo rigs. Got new VMC Nico shroom weights.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, folks, get by here, see Edgemore Outdoors. Jim or Vance will be here. Got live bait. night crawlers. I mean, you know, well, hey, if we don't have it here, you don't need it. So get by here and visit with Edgemore Outdoors. Okay, folks, we're back, and Mike, go ahead. You brought a bag full of baits there. Let's talk about them for a minute.
Yeah, I can say it's been swapping back and forth to try to find out which one they want. This is a black with the red glitter in it.
Yeah.
And number 5 blade on it. This is just the black rubber, solid black, nothing in it. And sometimes you'd have to put the watermelon chunk on it.
Tell them what kind of chunk that is, Mike.
That's that fiber chunk from Zoom.
That's that fiber chunk. That's
Yeah.
a good one too. That's right.
Yeah, ultra vibe
Okay,
they call
let's
it.
see who we got here. Hello, caller. Hey, Tony, what's
Hey,
up?
Not much. I fished last week, so I didn't send the pictures in.
Well, goodness, we've been bragging on you there about you catching them like you had been through the winter, and then you went down there and just caught 5.
That's last weekend.
I'm sure it was, Tony. You probably had a whole lot of current, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's while the rain we had and them pulling that water hard, I'd say that kind of messed things up.
I'll definitely go this weekend. It's muddy down there.
Yeah, not a,
A lot of muddy water, I guarantee it. Yeah, it was backed up in Hopper's Field there. It was not real bad, but it was backed up in the field. It was out of the creek bed.
The clinch is as high and muddy as I'd ever seen it. It was just plain old clay
Clay
mud.
mud.
That's all
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah,
What it says on Kingston, it's just muddy.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll let you rest this weekend, but now next week we got to have some fish.
Yes, sir.
I'll go walk in. I'll get catfish.
Mike's on one catches them catfish.
you gotta have
I
them,
didn't know it. I caught one so,
you got to have them chartreuse minnows.
yeah.
Chartreuse minnows.
Tony, good to hear from you, buddy.
Pretty cool. I hope your bag gets filled better.
All right, yeah, I hope he does too, buddy. I hope Dad does too. Appreciate you, man. Sure do.
We'll talk to you later.
All right, Tony. All right, buddy. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Tony.
Yeah, good to hear from Tony.
Yeah, getting back to that, like I say, this is the Viber chunk here that I've been using. Sometimes I use the 11 size chunk, just the regular straight legs. And, sometimes I use the big leg job. And, I got to trying some of the Z-hogs. And, this is a super hog, they call it. And, it's
That's a good
watermelon.
one right there too, son.
Yeah.
Watermelon with red glitter in it. And, I caught several fish
I've
on that.
been able to use it. I haven't been using it as a trailer. I've been using it just on a Carolina rig, sort of, Mike.
Well, that's
It'll catch them fish now. It really will. But I want to comment on this right here a minute, Mike.
Yeah.
There's two ways to hook this, and one of them don't give you as much action as the other. I'm not going to ruin this. So
Yeah, go right
one
ahead.
of the things you can hook it right through that like that right there.
Yeah.
And it won't move hardly at all, but the legs will work good. Mike has got one rigged up here like it's supposed to be, and now I have really good luck with this right here. He's run the hook all the way through there, and them our legs really work a lot better with it hooked like this than it does like this right here. Yeah, and I think them is real good trailers, Mike.
Yeah, they are. They make like a Z-hog, but it's got big claws on it.
Yeah.
It works awful good too by itself fishing. I've been Texas rigging this in here.
Yeah.
And, stuff, but that's the regular.
And there's
Big,
another bait that we
yeah.
don't use as a trailer. We use it sort of
Yeah.
Texas rig too, son.
Yeah.
That Z-hog, just straight. This is the big one, and they make a smaller one.
Yeah.
And that works out.
Z-Hog Junior and regular Z-Hog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
drop and it's good and rocky.
Right.
Stuff is not always in the same spot every time. And sometimes you'll get 4 or 5 off of one spot. And sometimes you don't get a bite, or
Yeah.
you just may get
Go to
one.
another good place
Yeah.
and can't get a bite.
Yeah.
The biggest problem we had was trying to hold on to the fish.
Yeah, that's right.
It was just it seemed like all night long. We went to, I think it was Thursday night when I took my grandson up there, and then we went back I think on Friday night, and I took Jeff with me, and I can't remember whether he actually put a fish in the boat, but he fussed all night long about him grabbing his bait and pulling it off, and he'd come back and there'd be half of it, or he'd get a fish started to the boat, get it hooked, and before I could get to the camera, he'd say he's gone again.
We've talked about this before, Mike, on the show. They have been the most finicky thing this year that I've seen them.
Agreed.
And I've not got to do that much fishing, but what little I have got to do, I've been with 2 boys that was real good fishermen, and they stated the same thing. They're the finickiest things that I've ever seen.
Yep.
They don't want to take the bait. They want to sort of just grab it and jerk at it or something like that. They don't want to get up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right about that, Bill, and and that's another thing too about the weather. The rain, all the rain and everything we've had, and,
Yeah.
and this that, and then turn right around and this week, the cool temperatures we've had probably
tell you
may
what.
set a new record here.
Yeah. I don't know
tomorrow
whether I could have stood it out there tonight or not without putting my winter clothes on.
Yeah, I
Water
hear you.
temperature was getting up there at 88 degrees.
Yeah.
When you put
Yeah.
in up there at night, and fish is going to be getting deeper and deeper up there.
Yeah, that's fact. And even this cool weather's not going to bring the water temperature down very much. Might cool it down on the top there for a couple of feet, but it's going to be down there 88 degrees down 25 foot.
And then all this sunshine right here too.
Yeah.
Gonna make a lot of difference for sure.
The main thing I'd like to see them do is get about 10 foot of that water out of that lake.
Yeah, that'd help everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure would.
You ain't kidding about that. That's a fact for sure. But I don't know. I mean, really and truly, once they get rid of this high water we had last week, I'd say she'll be on the study fall.
Yeah, they got the clinch running as high as it was back there when they had it, when the water got so high. It's running that high right now, trying to get the water out.
Yeah, that's what I figure.
Yeah. I went across it today, and it's awful high. Yeah, it's already cleared up. There ain't no mud in it, no. But I mean, they running that water right down the lake, son. Yeah, right down the river.
That's the way I got it figured. Once they get rid of a lot of this rainfall we had last week, they'll put Norris on a steady
Downfall.
2/10 a day type situation, and start drawing it down. And they're going to do the same thing with Cherokee and Douglas.
Yeah.
And getting them started down.
I don't want to make the lakes down below us a little bit better, because they're going to have to let that water go right on through there. And any time that they say that the waters are moving and everything, the fishing is better as long as it's not moving too fast.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's a fact. Current is good. Them fish will find them a little something to get behind if it gets too heavy, and that kind of stuff. I mean, I always went down when me and Mike was fishing tournaments and stuff, and was fishing a little bit over there from Fort Loudon down back down the river. We'd just kind of hunt for them eddy places.
That's right.
And you'd be surprised, buddy, if you found one of them where that water was circling around and eddying and backing back upstream, you'd get a fish or two out of there. They'd be there.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's what the boys that I've talked to the other lake, on down below.
Oh,
Gunnersville or
no,
Nickajack?
the one out we went to, Mike fished at, Tim's Ford, or not Tim's
Yeah.
Ford. Yeah,
Timsville?
yeah, Tim's Ford
But
down there.
they've been fishing down in there, and
Mhm.
that's what they said, that the water is moving, and it's made the fishing real good, and it's not moving all that fast. But he said Chickamauga was really paying off for him.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people catching fish on Chickamauga, or was before all this rain hit last week. I had a lot of people tell me, showing me pictures of their friends, or they had been down there and they was going down there and this, that, and the other. So yeah, Chickamauga's been pretty hot here the last few weeks, and some 9 pound. I know them boys at work there had one of them had a couple of over 9, and another one had one, well, I think about 11.4 or something like that.
Right.
They're catching some fish down
Yeah,
there.
they
Now, I
are.
don't
They
know
sure
what,
are,
since
yeah.
we had all that rain last week, I don't know, I hadn't heard a thing. But before that, they were catching some fish, sure were.
Yeah.
And it's understandable, things wasn't too bad at that point, and before all the rain hit, and last weekend, and this, that, and the other. So maybe it'll get straightened out, and they'll get back to biting.
We get all this water out here, things are going to straighten out. I'm looking forward to cooler weather, and when the water falls down there, gets where I like to fish it.
Yeah, boy. Me and you both. There ain't no two ways about it, Bill. Mike, anything else on the baits there that you got?
No, not really. I went fishing that Texas rig. I don't think I done as good when I changed and went to a heavier sinker. I was fishing a half, and I went to a 3/4, and I don't think I was doing as good on the 3/4 as I did on the half, but I had to wait on that half a lot,
Yeah, but you don't move it as fast.
Yeah.
You have to move it when you're using a heavier sinker, and that half ounce, you let her lay there for a minute, just barely move it, and on a 3/4, you have to move it to keep it going.
Yeah. It just definitely moves slower. Ain't no two ways about it. Well, anyway, let's see what kind of film you got and come back. What do you think? You ready, Dylan? All right, do it.
Down here yet. There you go. There you go. Don't like to touch that lip, do it. Get you there.
Dang.
You can back the camera up a little bit. You don't have to. Now, can you see the fish real good?
Yeah.
Back on one. Back. There you go. There you go. We got him here. There he is. Watch it. Oh, watch it. Swing that head.
That one's a little one.
Small. Big bag. Hang on a line. Turn it all the way around backwards.
Oh, dang.
Good picture now?
Yeah.
Okay. Come up here in a minute.
Oh, dang, Papa. That one's big.
There you go. Oh, that big one, he's a good one.
Let's put him back.
Yeah.
Catch another.
Turn the light just a little bit. Okay. There you go.
Catch another.
Real good. All right.
There's he caught me.
Yeah, he's coming in here.
It looks like he's a big one. There you go.
He ain't no big.
Well, it's little. But it still works. Want me to turn off camera?
Yeah. There he is. Look at this. He's trying his best to turn my bait off, piece.
That one is tiny.
Okay. Put him back in. Get another. Well, that was a good smallie. Keep throwing them spinners off. Have to dig in the box and try to get another one. That sure was small. Just spinner off again. Hey. You mean back rascal. Him hooked right through the nose. He wasn't getting off, that's for sure. Nice. All right, just put him back. Good smelly there. Nice. Okay, my cameraman went to sleep on this one. I'm doing the best I can, laying it in the seat back there, trying to get a little shot of it. Bear with us. Put that in the back. See if we might be able to find another one.
Oh wow, that messed it up bad. Why did it mess it up right there? Did it mess it up?
Oh, small.
Did that mess it up?
Z-hog.
Z Z-Hog?
Z-Hog. Cut that off.
Hey, I got a picture of it.
Huh?
I got a picture of it.
You got a picture of it? Alright, Jeff got one on there. Me and him been jerking like crazy trying to find one. We finally found one here.
This side of the boat will be alright.
Yeah. Got him now. Get some more light on him there. Alright. Looks good. Looks good. Nice little smallie. Alright. We'll get him back in the water and see if we can get some more. Nice.
Did we catch it in the air?
Yeah, he decided to come up. He come up like a rocket, didn't he? Look at that. Dang, look at that. What a mess he made. Lord, man. Still, man. Get that dog, come on. Get a hold of him. Yeah. All right. Good. Nice. Put him back and see if we can get another. Yeah. Come with him. No. Watch him back. Man, them rascals is mean and them teeth as sharp as razors. Phew, they got my thumb. All the hide eat off of it.
Got a blue light, and it's that simple.
Okay, folks, we're back, and Mike.
Yeah.
While we were watching that, we're sitting here talking about. I told him I didn't think his light was as bright as it was last year.
May not.
But anyway, I called the wife at home, and she said you could see it pretty good on the TV. So I hope you saw it. Looked like you had some pretty nice fish there.
All right, Mike, you done good, son, yeah.
Yeah.
And folks, here's the bait City caught them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They caught them on this here black bait, this black bait, and then you saw the plastics is Z-Hog and
They glitter.
Yeah.
that's what he caught his fish on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I can say one thing. I got a pretty good cameraman, and he's a pretty good fisherman too.
Yeah.
He can just hang on to him. But
Yeah.
he's a lot better cabinet maker than he is anything. At least that's what my sister said.
Yeah,
Made her a cabinet. She just tickled to death. That cabinet.
Yeah, I was supposed to mention that last week on the show too about Jeff's Phillips's cabinet work. Kathy Ann called me and said, "Yeah, that Jeff's made me the prettiest cabinet you ever seen." So, and I forgot to mention it last week, so I'll do it this week. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah.
And Mike Pennington, if you're watching, how about giving me a buzz on my cell phone when we go to the next break here? Now, Mike, let's talk. You give us a real good illustration of the baits. Now, let's talk a little bit about the area you were fishing, like the points and the back of the coves and this kind of thing. Tell us what the deal is there.
I never went to the back of the coves. I just stayed around the points mostly, but it seemed like when you found one, it had a drop, or the channel come in there, or the creek had come in there next to it or something. Then you seemed like you could find some fish.
Mm-hmm.
We went back into some pockets and it had some humps on them, and never got a fish off of them.
How deep do you think the fish were holding, Mike?
Mostly around 20 foot.
About
25.
20 foot. That's what I've been hearing,
Yeah.
anywhere from 18 to 25 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20, 25 foot. Like I say, I think they like having that deeper water next to them to go to if they needed to, more than they did out on just a flat.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though the point might run a long way out through there, if it didn't have a good drop to it, you might get one or two, but you'd spend a lot of time fishing it.
Right.
Trying to locate them on that point. I had been getting them a couple of weeks ago to hit that spinnerbait on the fall, whenever you throw it out there and it starts sinking down, and all of a sudden, wham, it'd have it before it hit the bottom.
Yeah.
I didn't catch anything like that.
Yeah, I often wonder
anything.
when they do that, Mike, do you think they're coming up after it, or you think they're suspended
Well,
and catching it on the way down?
it could be either one.
It could be either one.
As fast
That's
as they
you're
can
right.
swim, they
Yeah.
hear a splash and look up and grab it on the way down.
Yeah. I've had them to do it, and it was the worst I've ever seen in Maine. I went up to Maine fishing here a few years ago, and every time out there bait, I believe them fish was running that bait. They'd see that bait going out there.
Yeah.
As soon as it hit the water, bam, they had it. I believe, I really believe they seeing that bait. I really do.
Bill.
And it was crystal clear water.
Yes, sir.
We was fishing Lake Sebago, which was a water supply for Portland, Maine,
Mm-hmm.
and it was crystal clear. And I really believe them fish was seeing that bait, and when that bait hit, buddy, bam, they had it right then.
Yes, sir.
Well,
I'm like you. I've had that happen several times to me. How a fish, it's like a bird flying over.
Yes, sir.
The bait is, but it hits the water, and buddy, the minute it hits, he's gone.
Boom,
I
like
mean,
that.
just like that. Yeah.
You
You know they're seeing that shadow. You'd think anyway.
See, trout fishing and stuff, when the bug hits the water, just as soon as it gets down there, he's got it. And the same way when they're fly fishing for them, their little fly hits the water,
Yeah.
he's got it. So
They
they can move so dang quick, they can cover some territory in a blink of your eye.
Yes, sir. I definitely in daytime. I don't doubt a bit that they don't see a lot of that shadows coming in on the bank and stuff, especially when the fish are up there fairly shallow, because they've got it. When it hits the water, he got it. It done got it. So, that's I've definitely seen that. Had it happen to me several times.
Well, we were fishing the moon too, and I think that may have had a lot to do with it
it.
also.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had a moon. I didn't know the lake that well.
Oh, I heard that, Bill. Yes, sir. Well, Mike, what do you gonna get a chance to go back this weekend? You think?
I'm hoping to.
Yeah. I'm like you. I'd like to get a chance to get up there myself. Mentioned this light situation up at the boat ramp, Bill. We talked about it while we were watching Mike's film a little bit. and Bill's called the power company twice.
Yeah.
And left a word for them up there that the lights were out at point 19 at the boat ramp, and you were up there last weekend, Mike. They weren't on then either, were they?
No, I don't know why we even have to mess with that. Really, them people that runs the campground up there,
Yep.
and they got access to the boat ramp also. That is as much as their responsibility as is anybody.
Yeah.
And I don't know why in the world they don't take care of it.
I don't
mean,
either.
I think if you get the word to the power company that, and it has been that way in the past,
Yep.
They'll get up there and put the lights back on.
Right.
And I don't know why the people that's running the campground up there, that's got access to the boat ramp and everything else,
Right.
why they don't take care of it any better than what they do.
Well, I agree.
There's a lot of people puts in up there, and
Yeah.
the roads are going out there to it.
Yeah.
We've got it blacktop
Thompson,
now,
yeah.
and we've got a good road
Road.
out there, and it's increased the people that's going to
Definitely.
point 19 even.
Yeah,
And,
I agree. I agree.
I
And you know, 2 years ago we got into the same thing.
Yeah.
And you made some phone calls, and one night there, me and you was up there, and we was pulled in there at the campground and got some information from a lady, and she was just filling in for the person that was running it. And anyway, we followed up on it. Next thing you know, we had our lights back
Yeah,
on.
that's right.
But them lights need to be burning up there for
Oh, they
us.
sure do.
You know, you come in after dark and you can't see to back down the boat ramp.
No, can't.
And
And you hit the ramp wrong and
yeah,
everything. Hey, there ain't no use tearing up anything because you ain't got
That's
no light.
that's right. Not when they're hanging there on the pole and just need
Right.
the bulb fixed or something.
Yeah.
And it could be the sensor that's not kicking it on and off.
That's right.
You know,
I'm sure it's not much of nothing, you know.
yeah, and if it's a bulb, it's a bulb. But we need them lights burning. So if you, my plea is with the fishermen and anybody that can connection with contact with the utility board, let's get the lights back on up there. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
shucks, it's it's tough backing down that boat ramp
Without no
without no light. I'm telling
Yes,
you, it
sir.
really is. But help us out on that, and you know, I know some of you listening knows who to contact, and help us get that thing going. I keep looking for those people that run in the campground to be out mobiling around, but I never have found them. So I guess the next trip I make, I'm just gonna whip in there and find out what's going on. If they're not on, I'm hoping they'll be on.
I hope so too.
Yeah,
Steve, I really do.
We need them. It's really a help on getting your boat back on the trailer, and then if you get there after dark, it's a help getting down the ramp and
Yeah.
tying your boat back up once you load up and all that good stuff.
Sure is, old buddy.
Yeah, hard to work up there in the dark, ain't it, Bill?
Ain't hard to get nothing done in the dark.
That's right.
If it's
Exactly
the
right.
fire company's responsibility to keep it burning, then quit paying the bill to, you know, let them wait 3 or 4 months to get their money or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that's structured, but I know somebody up in Anderson County that knows, and we'd like to get the lights back on up there if at all possible. Let's see, Mike. We talked about your fishing film and everything pretty much. Baits. Did you try any other baits, Mike? I mean, did you catch anything on a jig?
Tried several different jigs. I think Jeff caught that one he caught on that jig. It was watermelon and green pumpkin mix deal there.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think it might have even had a yellow pumpkin trailer behind it, I think he said.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they kept grabbing it.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, Wesley and I were up there on Friday night for a little while, and we didn't do much good. As a matter of fact, Dylan, go ahead and put that film off my camera on there on July the 19th. And, but just had a couple of minutes worth because we didn't catch any fish.
There we have, Wesley's got her first fish in the boat. He had another one on there right before dark and he jumped off. And got a nice fat fish right there. And yeah. Yeah, boy. Okay, that's usually what happens. All right. Get everything untangled here and we'll get a good picture of him here. Maybe. Get that off his bottom lip right there and get you some slack in it. And then maybe you can get him off here. You take the camera. You can cut it off or whatever till I get the... Alright, got him out of the net. Let me get my bright light off of it there. Yeah, now see, that's a lot better picture right there now. Yeah, right there.
It's a healthy fish.
Healthy fish, that's a good one, Wes. Nice one. He's 18 or a little better.
Oh yeah.
Back in the water. Alright, good job.
Alright, Papa's got a fish.
Don't get off on me. He's trying to do them ready.
Alright, there he is.
Yeah.
That's to meet you with the camera. We finally got her back a working, and that's a decent fish.
Alright, back in the water.
There you go. Get another.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, here's Papa with another fish. Been a while since we've had one.
Golly, bum, did you see that?
It's come off.
Man, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Golly, bum.
Alright, let's get another.
I don't know what I do know what happened too. The camera, the SD card was full and it quit filming, and we had to do some deleting to get it where it back filmed. But I did catch a fish on that black spinnerbait with heck, what's that chunk we fish? All that green.
Yippity.
No, well, yeah, we was just doing that yippity mud bug. Had that on for a few minutes on a trailer, and then had that, oh heck, what was it? We ain't fished with it none this year, hardly. And I put a piece on and caught a fish. Hello.
There.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
I tried your cell there during the film and it wouldn't let me go through.
Oh, shucks, Mike. Okay. Your number's on my phone?
Should be.
I'm sure it is. I had it turned down so that it wouldn't interrupt with the show, so that was a ridiculous question to ask you to call me and then have the volume turned off, wasn't it? Oh, Lordy. Anyway, I'm going to give you a buzz when we get off the air here. Will that be all right?
That'll be just fine.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Hey, but while we got you on there, how's things going?
Well, doing good. Fishing once in a while, a little bit at night, but just not doing much.
Yeah. Are you catching a few, you think, or
Very few.
very few? No kidding. Boy, I tell you what, that lake used to be, man. I always like to be on it. Son of a gun. I hate to hear that. I was hoping you was going to say you was catching some good ones down there.
Well, I'm maybe going to try tomorrow night or Saturday night again.
Good.
Yeah, that'd be good. I was going to tell you there a couple of times I've been down there, which used to fish a lot of a night, really did. One year there, we'd catch them out there in about 30 foot of water on a little old bitty 6-inch plastic worm. And you had some good fish. I mean, and you'd think, what in the world's that fish eating that little old 6-inch plastic worm for?
Yeah.
But that you couldn't get a bite on nothing else. And so I don't know what the deal was, but that's just the way they were. But we did catch some good fish on it that summer.
And here's the thing about it though, Steve, every time you think you know something about it, they make a fool out of it.
That's exactly right.
That's right.
Change their tune right
Change the
quick.
tune
Yeah,
on 'em. That's
that's right.
exactly right. Yeah. Mike, have you thrown a spinnerbait much at night?
June's full moon, we done real good.
Yeah.
It seemed like the 1st of July, when that water temperature gets hot, it seemed like
But, yeah, yeah. I always said if you better get them before the 4th of July. If you didn't, you wasn't going to get them. That's pretty much the way.
Bar anyway.
Yeah, on Watch Bar especially. Exactly. That was always the day. I catch them, 4th of July weekend, and after that, go back down the next weekend, you couldn't hardly find a bite.
Right.
Sure did. You're exactly right, Mike. That's the key to it right there most of the time. So, well, listen, I'll give you a buzz. All right, Mike. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. All right, see you. Okay, all righty. Well, Mike, you got anything else that you'd like to bring up right quick?
No, just hope they
Just go fishing and fish hard, ain't
fish
that right?
hard.
Yeah, yes,
It
sir.
tickled me to death.
Yeah.
Hope they drop about 10 foot of that water out of that thing.
I know it, me and you both. Shucks, yeah.
Yes, sir, buddy.
I'll tell you what we're going to do, folks. We're going to sign off. We're going to leave Dylan here to show the commercials for sponsors, and we're going to slip over to the hospital, Bill.
Yeah, that's right.
Check on Dad.
It's a good deal. That's
Yeah.
a good idea, son.
Yeah, we want to get in there before they lock the doors.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that, and hopefully we'll be back here next week, and Mike will have some good fishing film, and we'll see what goes on from there, and hopefully Dad will be home and feeling better. But we are going to the hospital right now and check on him. I went by after work, and just going to go by with Bill here with us, and I'm sure Dad will be glad to see him. And anyway, God bless you all. We'll see you next week.
Okay,
Hey folks, here at Tim's Tires, there's the times that they're open. The day, that's 5 days a week. They're open from 8 to 12:30 on Saturdays. All right, folks, we're inside here in the warehouse. Just wanted to give you a quick look at all the tires and stuff they got. And here we are. There's some four-wheeler tires, lawnmower tires, just a mixture of about any kind of tire you want. So keep that in mind. Then here we get into the light truck, automobiles, that kind of thing. So just walk through here and give you a quick look at what they've got in stock here. I mean, it's it's just, I don't know, man. They must be a couple of thousand tires in here right now, if not more. Sizes, shapes. You truckers, you know the word. This is the place to get your tires for your trucks. And these over here, getting a little bigger sizes. Light trucks, heavier automobiles, this kind of thing. And as you can just see back through there, it's just, heck, I don't know, this building's probably about 300 feet, one end to the other, and they're wall to wall. Remember Tim's Tires, folks. That's down here on Highway 27 on your way into Harriman, and get the best deals they're going. So give them a call, price check, whatever you want to, and if you want a special tire that they might not have, you could, they'll definitely get it for you. Tim's Tires. Hey folks, I'm here at Reynolds Racing and Marine, 620 Ray Street here in Kingston. Got Mr. Glenn Reynolds here with us. Glenn, tell us about this beautiful Bullet boat sitting here.
Okay, this is the latest deal. It's called SST. It's 21 foot long. Has a lot of key features inside. It's got three coolers, so you keep your beverages plenty cool. Got a little wider front end up front. And it's got the recessed foot pedal for the new Spotlight trolling motors that I'm gonna try to sell Steve one.
Yes, sir.
And it's a pretty silver and red.
Boy, it's beautiful. It really
Got
is.
the new 250R.
250R on that thing, folks. Man, this thing looks
So
sharp.
that's just one boat. Of course, we got it in the background here.
Yeah.
We've got several side-by-sides.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And then,
Oh, there's the big 5-seater. That's a 5-seater. Man, dadgone
so
it,
we
Glenn.
got a lot of side-by-sides.
Yes, sir.
And then we've got, of course, this is
Allison.
this Allison Color Pro Series.
Yeah.
It's called a Pro Elite.
Pro Elite. Okay.
And it's got, I guess here is some of the, you can get this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. It's got a TV screen in the front, Glenn.
Yeah. And then it raises it up, it's called an E-pad.
Right.
And Allison has a patent on this, I think. And you can raise it up where you can, if you're a tall guy, you can still see
it. Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's sort of unique.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, we've got the Allisons and the bullets on this side.
Right. Oh, man. We've got the twin yellows here, don't we?
Got the twin yellows. One's
Yes,
yellow
sir.
and white, one's yellow and black.
Yes.
This one will be in Mercury's brochure. I went down and made some pictures at Joe
Oh.
River Lake, and it should be coming out pretty soon in the brochure.
Right, right.
And of course, it has the E-pad, it has a spot lock. I call it Ultrex.
Right.
Now this is called a 21 RDC. It's a raised deck,
Right.
real console,
Uh-huh.
and it's one of my favorites.
Yeah. And it's
It's one of my favorites.
a beautiful boat.
Good.
yes, sir.
And now it's got the new 300R on it.
Uh-huh. $300, man.
But we can mix and match any engine combination just about you want.
Yeah.
Some people wants 300, some wants 200, some wants 250s.
Yeah.
And but we're normally selling 250 and $300, you say.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So we got a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff, Glenn. Glenn, you want to mention something about the pontoon boat sitting over there?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Pretty easy for a contractor to use us. We, like I said, we pride ourselves in our work. Our work is all we have to offer, and feel like we give a contractor an honest day's work for his money.
Yeah. All right, David, I appreciate the history, and I appreciate you, I've been with you 19 years now. And I want to thank you all for being a sponsor of the fishing show, and I know you're an avid fisherman too.
Yes, I enjoy fishing, and I appreciate the opportunity just to get to be on your show here for a minute, and
let people know what we represent.
That's what we're all about. We do try to do an honest day's work for the people, and we've got operators from all over the DOE sites, TDA sites, the outside contractors. We're just about everywhere you see a heavy piece of equipment, good chance that you'll see an operating engineer on it, rather it be Barnhard. I'd like to mention them, All Crane, and all of them that's signatory to us. We have over 100 contractors that's signatory to us, so I definitely appreciate those guys all the way in Chattanooga, Kingsport, Tullahoma, throughout all the way up to Johnson City. So we do cover a big area, and just let us know if we can be any help to local contractors that come through these areas. We'll definitely send you some people.
All right, David, I appreciate all those good words, and we'll get this on the air, and I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. Hey folks, here at Tim's Tires, there's the times that they're open. The day, that's 5 days a week. They're open from 8 to 12:30 on Saturdays. All right, folks, we're inside here in the warehouse. Just wanted to give you a quick look at all the tires and stuff they got. And here we are. There's some four-wheeler tires, lawnmower tires, just a mixture of about any kind of tire you want. So keep that in mind. Then here we get into the light truck, automobiles, that kind of thing. So just walk through here and give you a quick look at what they've got in stock here. I mean, it's it's just, I don't know, man. They must be a couple of thousand tires in here right now, if not more. Sizes, shapes. You truckers, you know the word. This is the place to get your tires for your trucks. And these over here, getting a little bigger sizes. Light trucks, heavier automobiles, this kind of thing. And as you can just see back through there, it's just, heck, I don't.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Let's go fishing. You know it's really great. Let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes. Let's go fishing. It's easy when you try. Floating on the water with good old Steve in mind.